everybody? This is Jason, Gamers Who Hate Other Gamers. This is episode 2, our post E3 discussion, and I am joined by
Eric,
David.
So let's just get right into it. This was supposed to be a more hyped up episode, but if you were following E3 for the past week, you know shit didn't really go down the way it was supposed to. So, first press conference, Microsoft. Did both of you guys check it out?
I watched it. I missed like the first 30 minutes of it.
So you missed everything.
I pretty much missed everything about the Scorpio or Xbox One X.
Right.
And then by the time I got there, I just saw a couple stuff, and there was nothing that was worth hype. And actually, I'm lying. There was the one thing that did hype me up was the whole how you can play OG Xbox games on the Xbox One X.
Is that are they gonna have to like release compatibility patches?
Probably.
Or you could just play whatever.
There's probably going to be compatibility because that's what they're doing with the Xbox 360 stuff.
Right.
But I mean, the first Xbox has a bunch of hidden gems in there. You just gotta really dig through them to find them.
Panzer Dragoon Orta.
Oh yeah, and
Jet Set Radio Future.
Yes.
A lot of fighters.
Yeah, it has a lot of fighters.
Yeah, it was kind of like a mini second drink. It was like a mini second Dreamcast, especially for fighters. Because
I'm pretty sure it got the Street Fighter Anniversary.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah. Capcom vs. SNK.
Capcom vs. SNK 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say Third Strike, but that was part of the anniversary.
Yeah, and then I mean, obviously, like the main hitters like Halo 1, which is probably still the best. I mean, it's been remastered so many times now, but it's still just a good game to have. But other than that was it for Microsoft. Nothing.
Their big draw point was the Scorpio, Project Scorpio, now known as Xbox One X. So, did it interest you guys at all?
No.
I can sum up Microsoft's conference by just saying Dragon Ball FighterZ. That's all. No, but in all seriousness, no, it turned out to be exactly what I thought it was going to be, kind of like a PS4 Pro.
Right.
I don't know if we talked about it last podcast, but it just seemed like they were like hyping it up, but it seemed like it was just going to end up being a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
And the price point doesn't.
No, at this stage, in the game, what is it, $4.99?
Yeah.
No.
That's what the original Xbox One cost, and it didn't do so good for them.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because it's like, it's beefed up supposedly, like how many teraflops it has, but the regular Xbox One plays all the same games.
Yeah.
And if you really want like that much power, you're just invest in a PC.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's in a weird spot. It's literally how much is the PS4 Pro?
Is it the same price, $4.99?
I think so. Because I know the regular one dropped price.
I know we're getting some
yeah.
We'll get to that price.
The price I'm pretty sure the PS4 Pro either has to be the same price or it has to be
$399. I thought so. I didn't think it was $499.
What's $399? The Pro?
The PS4 Pro, yeah.
So what's the regular model? $299?
$299.
It should be $299.
Oh, this thing is not. No, you can't. I don't even own a 4K TV. I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're doing with that.
It seems unnecessary.
Horizon Zero Dawn looks just fine on my TV.
It just for the whole that whole 4K that all those systems that Sony and Microsoft are trying to go into.
Yeah,
it just feels unnecessary. It's like those TVs are pretty expensive right now, and
it's too early for them to introduce that.
Yeah, it is. I feel like 4K should have been something next gen.
I actually think that's part of the reason why they're doing it. I feel like it's one of those things. It's like they know 4K is going to be a thing, so it's kind of like just get the hardware out there now, get all the bugs, all the kinks out. So by the time, because remember HD, when HD came out, it wasn't like a thing, and then eventually everyone had HD TVs. So I think they're just like, it's eventually gonna happen. So let's just get
So
it
pretty
out
much
there.
they're
Now.
like thinking ahead.
Yeah, it's like no one's gonna buy it now, but at some point everyone's gonna have it, and we're already gonna be there. So
At least Microsoft didn't decide to go a different format this time, like when they did with HD DVDs and
oh my god,
we had the HD DVDs.
Betamax, Betamax 2.
It's like you probably have a higher chance of finding laser discs than HD DVDs.
Yeah, right. Oh
nowadays.
god, I haven't even thought about HD DVDs until now.
Because HD DVDs just like died so
Why is it a
fast.
separate thing?
What happened to cloud gaming and
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
smart glass and all this stuff they were trying to hype up in the past? Where's that stuff at now?
It's the same thing that I feel about VR. I still feel like that's a gimmick.
It's a gimmick.
Then I just never saw the appeal about the Oculus Rift or
Have you-
PSVR and all that
Have
stuff.
you got to try? Well, let's not get into VR right now.
I'll just briefly say I tried VR. It's like it's like a cool experience, but after like 15 minutes, you're like kind of over it. You know, it's kind of like I don't want to compare to 3D glasses, but it's kind of like I don't know.
The HTC Vive, I'll give credit to that one. That thing is pretty amazing.
I haven't tried.
But we're
that.
not gonna talk about VR right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's talk about the star of the show for the Microsoft conference. That was the Dragon Ball Z Fighters with a Z.
Oh, speaking of that, I just want to briefly say I think that was another problem with Microsoft is they didn't really have exclusives.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
They
it's
kept
like
saying for a company that didn't have any exclusives, they kind of said the word exclusive.
Yeah.
We're like,
And then my favorite thing about it was just like, exclusive, available on PC.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
exclusive, man.
but they were all like these indie games. Like, I don't give a fuck if Guacamelee is exclusive. You could keep throwing around that word, but there's a big difference between exclusive and must play. And these games they were showing, they were not must play. Cuphead, I know.
Cuphead.
Cuphead looks
That's
good.
such
but,
a beautiful game.
yeah, but
You know how bad it is. It's like they showed Dragon Ball Z like fighters, right? Oh, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, right? It's kind of like world premiere, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like even though they showed it on their conference, no one's attaching it to the Xbox One. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
like I can't wait for Dragon Ball
On my
game,
PS4.
but on my PS4. You know what I mean?
I can't wait to play this on a DualShock 4.
It's like the way it's meant to be played.
Dude, that game is gonna be hot, man. That's
Yeah.
the game I've been dreaming about since playing like the Super Famicom fighting games.
Yeah, that everything about that game is just
It is, man. It's beautiful.
everything I could ask for. Everything I've ever thought about or fantasized
Yeah.
while I was
That's
in
it,
while
man.
I was in
It looks like
8th period in high school. that game has it.
it looks like Marvel versus Capcom skinned with Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that game. There's
And,
I have nothing bad to say about that
No.
game.
Not at all.
so
Can't wait for it to replace Melee at Evo.
Oh man,
It's like I'm never
you're
gonna stop
gonna get the mob. You're gonna get the mob out there.
Who's publishing it?
I'm pretty sure it's Bandai Namco.
Bandai
that.
Namco.
Bandai
Oh.
Namco.
Yeah,
It won't be
Arc System,
yeah, or Axis, whatever.
Axis.
Yeah,
I
'cause
get
know
those
they
two
develop-
confused all the time.
Well, they do. I think
'Cause-
I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they do Guilty Gear also.
Are they a publisher?
I think they publish it.
You're probably right about that.
But yeah. I mean, that was the only highlight for Microsoft, just Dragon
Yeah.
Ball. And then
Sony. Ooh.
I will admit to Sony, I didn't watch it.
Ooh,
I just caught like certain trailers that have things I wanted to see.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Well,
non-gamer. No.
yeah, I was gonna say you didn't miss anything, but I mean all they did show was just trailers.
yeah, like I watched God of War, I watched the Destiny one, and then I watched the Spider-Man one and Days Gone.
What do you think about the Destiny? They say the exclusives is they had like an exclusive, like I
We
don't know.
got
There's
Roberto
some.
here.
I feel like they don't need to do that anymore.
They really don't. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
Do
And
what?
it-
You know how like with Destiny on
Uh-huh.
Sony's conference they'll show the trailer and then
Right.
they'll show like Sony exclusive content
Yeah,
for Destiny. It like when when this generation started that made sense. Now it's kind of like People kind of decided what console they're gonna. So just like, oh, this is gonna be exclusive for Sony. Hey, they don't need to do that anymore.
So they took it too far.
Yeah.
Like I honestly feel that it leaves me a bit conflicted because when they announced it for PC, I was like, I want this on PC, especially with the whole uncapped frames. I was like, I now have a reason to just make my PC better. And then they said, oh, PlayStation exclusives. And I was just like, Jesus, what the hell?
Does it work on you? The exclusives?
Some of them, that one gun that they showed is an exclusive, and then you can swap the elements at whatever time.
Are you talking about Destiny?
Yeah.
Did they talk about Destiny at the E3 at the press conference?
Did.
Yeah,
you probably just tuned it out.
I don't know. I was too busy waiting for what they didn't show.
So never mind. I guess it does work then.
Like, that gun got me hyped, but then they said that that the PC has cross save. So that's when I'm just like, is this weapon gonna be locked for me when I play it on PC? If I already have it on my
question.
save file.
So wait, there's cross save between PS4 and PC?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
I know I've heard of crossplay, but they have cross save now?
Yeah, it's cross save.
So wait, how do you transfer your file?
Through BattleNet.
Damn, that's
you
crazy.
just gotta link your accounts.
I didn't even know that was okay. Sheesh.
Yeah, that was the coolest thing, but I'm just like, am I gonna be locked from playing? Like, do you really want me to play this game at 30 frames per second when I can play it uncapped on my PC? And then,
yeah, but you don't have that gun though.
I don't want to double dip, but I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
You know what you said is the exclusives going too far? You know what I feel like is going too far? Days Gone. That's the name of the game, right?
Yeah.
That's the name.
Did you watch the
Oh yeah,
the
I did,
review?
man. That fucking
Going
bear.
too far was when they were showing the trailer and they showed those dudes hanging upside down.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that
I was like,
sick.
okay, like really, like, okay, like.
Way to break the fourth wall.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Or another thing they need to stop doing that's getting on my nerves is when they're showing a trailer or showing gameplay and then the camera pans out to show the whole place.
Oh yeah,
that gets on my nerves so much.
Just show the direct feed.
Yeah, that's just so annoying.
I was annoyed when like the press conference starts and it's just silent, and then there's always some band on stage playing like some like last year it was
an orchestra.
They started.
They did it for Tomb Raider.
What was the premiere? They started.
They did it for God of War.
God of
also,
War.
yeah.
God of War. So it's just like 5-6 minutes of just this like Enya playing.
The worst is like most of the time, like the song is out of context. You're just like, what game? Is
Like
this
where
from?
are they going with this? Like this is what you should have been playing when everybody was trying to get into their seats.
Yeah.
I remember this conference.
Now they had like Ravi Shankar up there with playing some Beatles music or something. Like what is this?
You know what?
Show the.
You know what threw me off for Sony's conference was when it started and it was playing like some Egyptian Arabian Nights or something. I was just like,
Oh,
that
was for Assassin's Creed.
No, it was for Uncharted.
That was for
Yeah,
Oh
Uncharted.
yeah.
Yeah, but the
Uncharted.
song, I was just like, what is this? Where you? I thought it was like Prince of Persia or something.
Yeah.
I was just
Honestly,
like,
when
where
that
you
came,
going with this?
I watched that, and then I was like, okay, where is this going to? It went into Uncharted, and I was just like,
Oh,
I don't need to see this. Like, I'm so done with this game.
that's what they were trying to do.
Just moved it
That's what they-
forward.
And they did move forward, but it was we got Uncharted. Then they showed I forgot the order, but Days Gone, Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man
That was what
last.
they closed. That's what
Yeah,
they
they
closed.
showed Assassin's Creed. What did you think
Assassin's
about that?
Creed. They need to stop with this Egyptian Persian setting, dude.
I honestly
Nope.
feel like that setting came too late.
No, here's the thing about Assassin's Creed. They spent the whole series like kind of moving forward through time, right?
Yeah.
Because the game there's a part that takes place in the present time.
Yeah.
So they're moving. You think eventually they're gonna get to like present time, and you're gonna be able to play Assassin's Creed like in present day.
Yeah.
And then it disappears for a while because we got the Division and they didn't release one. But then they just do this Origins game and they go all the way back to like the Egyptian days. What happened to like I thought we were finally gonna get to.
Wasn't part 3 like Native American or something?
Yeah. Part 3 was Native American, and then there was one with just like pirates.
That's what I said. I got lost.
Yeah. You go from Native American to pirates to Egyptians.
Because the last one they had like cars.
Is that Syndicate, right?
It was a Syndicate where it's like the brother and sister or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already had like cars. Like, all right, we're gonna get somewhere.
Yeah, they kept moving forward,
and then now it's like
we're back to
Passion of the Christ. And
it's like we're back to a barren wasteland. Like,
yeah,
okay.
but
I just felt like that. I felt like the Egyptian setting came a little too late. I'm still hoping out for them to just go all out and give me a Japanese assassin.
Oh yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, give me that.
That'd be cool.
Because I know
are they saving it for like a 3DS mini game? Chinatown Wars or something?
Oh man, Chinatown Wars.
It was called. Do you remember when like DS games would come out and like some of them tried to like use the whole like DS moniker? It'd be
like they had to
Ninja
find out
Gaiden Dragon Sword.
Oh, you have to hold that damn thing like
Dual
a
Striker or something.
You have to hold that damn
Dick
thing
sucker.
like a dick sucker. I will say this, man. Trauma Center on the DS was really damn good, man. I played the shit out of those.
Cooking Mama.
Oh, man! Don't even get me started, man. I'll bake those damn pies.
We're gonna derail.
I'll bake those damn pies.
Okay, what else? I know God of War was shown, but I didn't catch that one.
I do not care for that game.
Oh, there was that Detroit.
Oh, I didn't see that one
Become
either.
Human.
I didn't bother looking.
Even before they.
It's like
I just didn't care about it.
every action has a consequence. And
I think I got worn out from that last trailer because I saw the same scene like 5 times, and I was just like, okay.
Just that developer. Who are they? Quantic Dreams.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan, honestly. And then the trailer, this guy, for some reason, like had to say that his name was Marcus like 5 times. Like, all right, we get it, dude. Like, what are you trying to say?
So you were a fan of Beyond Two Souls or something?
No.
With what's her name? Who was it?
Ellen Page.
There you go. Yeah, Ellen Page. I think
It's like when you play like a, when you play like you said you play a Japanese game, you could like tell it's Japanese just because even if it's like they're talking English and like it takes place in America, you could always like tell.
Yeah.
Like Metal Gear Solid Revengeance.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
It's just something about something about it that just it's Japanese, right? I get that feeling with like Quantic Dreams games where they're like trying to be like America. It takes place in America, but I just get this like Nordics, Montreal like vibe to everything they do, man. Everything's just like it's very I don't know.
I felt like that about Deadly Premonition. I mean, when I first saw Deadly Premonition, it was out of context. It was like a random stream, and I looked at it, and I was like, "They're speaking English. It's taking place in like an American town, supposedly, but this is a Japanese game.
Yeah.
You could just tell it's Japanese. Yeah, but Quantic Dream.
Oh,
what's the guy's name who always makes all the games? I'm gonna hate myself for not remembering his name. Yeah.
You mean like a developer?
Yeah, he's like the guy when it comes to. I'll get his name later. But yeah,
I don't know, man.
Just move
but
on.
I didn't even know there was a guy over there.
He's like the auteur of like Quantic Dream games.
He's like that guy from Dyson who makes vacuum cleaners. What about the Shadow of the Colossus?
Oh man, that was like a remake I never asked for.
Yeah,
it just came out of nowhere. I was just like, okay, Shadows of the Colossus remake. That was fine with the PS2. I didn't know anyone had a problem with the PS2 one.
Or the
remastered. I saw it and I was just like surprised. And I was just like, this is happening? Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's cool. Like, I have no problem with it, but it's just.
Sorry to cut you off, but the guy, his name is David Cage.
Oh.
He's the one who makes it.
David Cage.
He's a weird guy. I just want to say that. All right.
I feel like that's the thing with all Davids. Like, they all have one thing.
Every David just sounds like he's a writer on Twin Peaks or something. Like David Cage sounds like a writer for Twin Peaks.
All right, sorry to derail you, but go back to what you were saying.
It's just like it's not a remake that is needed.
No,
but it's just like
Is it appreciated?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it will be. It's gonna sell,
Yeah.
and people are gonna play it, and they're gonna be like, "Okay, this is what I did in the PS2. Nothing's changed."
It's a remake of a PS3 remaster of a PS2 game.
I only got two words for that game. Twin Snakes.
Twin Snakes. Oh man.
So Twin Snakes it just had no soul.
Yeah,
like the PS1.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you put a like fresh new like coat of paint on it, but I mean, that's not all that Metal Gear is. You know what I mean? So
that's the problem with remakes. Like remember when they released they had that Ninja Turtles in Time for iPhone.
Oh god,
it was like it was like
bad.
3D remake of
that game was so bad.
It just had no soul.
Not just that, they actually cut out stages, which was weird.
So I can't believe I paid for that.
That was so.
You bought that game?
I don't want to talk about this. This is making me uncomfortable because I'm just thinking about the Final Fantasy VII. I'm thinking about the Final Fantasy VII remake, and the more I think about this, I feel like that's what could happen. I feel like it's been so many years, so much of the staff has changed. Or do they still understand the original vision of 7 remake?
Do they know why we love it?
Yeah, but we're not gonna get into the remake. That wasn't at 2017,
And
which
then,
I'm gonna rant about later.
There wasn't a trailer for the 7 remake at E3, but we did get some type of Square announcement, and that was the Final Fantasy 15 fishing game VR.
In case anybody wanted that.
I honestly had no idea that was even a thing.
I don't think Square had an idea
game.
that was a thing until E3.
Remember when they first unveiled their VR gimmick? It was like Prompto with a gun shooting at Behemoth.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather prefer that than fishing.
You know what's sad? You know what that fishing VR said to me?
What did it say to you?
That was Square saying, we don't think VR is going anywhere.
Yeah.
They were just like, we're not gonna put all our eggs into this basket, or we're not gonna put a majority of our eggs into this basket. So let's just whip up some crap for it because we don't think it's going anywhere. That's what it seems like to me.
Like sit at home, crack a bud, and that's it.
Yeah.
Crack a Bud Light.
They're just like, what's the point of wasting our resources on this thing?
Let's try to tap into that Cabela's hunting demographic. What are these guys playing?
Oh man!
The same people with buying this Final Fantasy game has that big mouth Billy Bass hanging on the wall, and those batteries died a long time ago.
And they still got their Seaman save file.
So since we're on the topic, I got a question for you guys. Why do you think the 7 remake wasn't at E3?
I think they.
How much time do you have? Okay. Worst case scenario, development hell because of them switching back in-house from CyberConnect 2. Best case, it's gonna be shown at TGS or a PlayStation Experience, and Nomura, he's not like Tabata where he's gonna show off a trailer in every event, and that's all. Waiting for Versus 13 for 10 years, you come up with all types of scenarios, but
I'm crossing my fingers for your best case scenario. I'm just hoping that maybe they were just holding it for PlayStation Experience. I'm hoping.
My hope is all the work that was done at CyberConnect is being used. Like they had like this preliminary development stage where they let them handle it, and it got to a point where like, okay, you guys are done. We're gonna take everything you did, and we're gonna bring it in house, and we're gonna polish it up.
I don't want to be a party pooper, but you probably had the same hope for Versus 13.
Man, I saw a Versus 13 trailer yesterday by accident because my YouTube was just playing. Dude, have you seen those trailers? Like those Versus.
God, it's been a while. I'll probably cry. If
I was crying, man.
Oh man,
I was crying. We didn't. Okay. Most memorable moment for Sony for you
Spider-Man.
guys.
Oh.
Spider-Man.
Oh god, that's a hard one. Well, you go first. I got to think about this.
Me, I'm actually hyped for the Uncharted game with Chloe. So that was it for me. I just wanted to see that.
For me, it was just Spider-Man. Spider-Man Days Gone. Days Gone, that bear comes out covered in barbed wire and is on fire. I was like, holy shit. Like, fuck yeah. This is video games.
I was watching that and I just thought to myself, like, I've done this before.
Yeah, I got a question because I was working while I was watching the Sony conference. So when Days Gone was showing, I kind of saw it, but not really. But from what I've seen, I didn't see that Coachella crowd. Was that still there?
That was in the first game. The first time they showed it.
It was there, but it wasn't as impressive as
the first time.
So we were pretty much, we kind of guessed right on that.
Yeah. They're just gonna keep scaling that down.
I will have to say most memorable moment. It's probably Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But what sucks is Spider-Man was tainted because the whole time I was waiting for the 7 remake. So it was like, I was like, I don't want it to end yet. So when I saw Spider-Man, it looked good, but it was just like, I feel like because he pretty much said this is the last game we're gonna show.
Yeah.
So after that, it was like bittersweet. It was like, it's good, but I'm not gonna see 7 remake. So I didn't appreciate Spider-Man the way I should have.
Yeah, I agree.
Last but not least,
Nintendo. I think compared to Microsoft and Sony, Nintendo is pretty solid. It was short, to the point. It showed the games most people wanted to see, aside from Smash. I'm sure people were waiting for that. But besides that, comparatively speaking, Nintendo was decent. It was solid.
Yeah.
The big reveal, Metroid Prime 4.
That.
You know, I feel embarrassed for saying this, but when I saw the 4, my first reaction was, what happened to 2 and 3? I didn't know. I was like, wait, Metroid Prime, they had a 2 or 3? Okay, 2, but I know they had a 3. You know what kind of pissed me off? Because I have a friend who's like a hardcore Nintendo fan. And I was like, wait, Metroid Prime 4? Why were Metroid fans complaining about Nintendo not making Metroid games? You guys had 3 Metroid Primes. Like, what were you waiting for? And you had like Metroid Fusion, and you had all those others. But I guess the last time was like what, the GameCube era that we gotta.
No.
What?
Metroid Prime 3, Echoes. Was on the Wii.
It was Echoes. That's why I don't think about it as Metroid Prime 3.
And
it was Echoes.
And
there
then,
we go.
Other M. But
yeah, that's the one that.
Yeah, see, like it's like what? Because like I don't keep up with Metroid. I played Super Metroid and like so I like Metroid as like a franchise, but I never really kept up with it. So it's like when I hear like Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 3 Echoes, when I hear Other M, when I hear Fusion, I just feel like Metroid's been around. So to me, it doesn't feel like
it's because that people just felt that a different studio handling Other M, and then just like the way that game was, I feel like people just thought that Nintendo didn't care for it.
Okay, I kind of get it.
And then Metroid just went silent for so long that the only time we were seeing Samus was just either in Smash.
So what's the last year that a Metroid game came out? Not like a re-release for.
It was on 3DS. It was that Federation volleyball game.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't count. Like a Metroid.
That's where
game.
they hate. That's where it went from. Before that, it was Other M, right?
Yeah, before that it was just
when did Other M come out? Like kind of.
It was
just
the Wii era.
It was Wii era, 2000.
Oh, so no. So all of Wii U, there was no Metroid.
Yeah, no. Nothing.
Okay, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
And
then they were like Metroid, and people were like, "Oh shit!" And it was like Federation Forces.
Oh my god, that was so.
And then they were like, "Oh shit!" And it was just like it just like there's a fucking soccer game going on.
Yeah,
and
that's kind of messed up.
And it's just like what?
Yeah.
Everyone's just like that's it. Like this is Metroid. Like this is what it's become. And it's done.
Well, at least Metroid is doing better than Mega Man.
Yeah, and it was man. Mega Man. Rest in peace. But we're getting Bubsy.
Oh wait, speaking of Mega Man, this is I could do a little quick like sidebar. What's up with Level 5 and Concept? Like
that's weird.
I didn't know Concept really did anything to merge with Level 5. Like what did they do?
That's like they're like bringing in like Katrina victims. Like, You really want concept on your squad? Like, who? I don't know. He's got some friends in level 5 probably.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I mean, who played Mighty Number 5 and be like, yo, I gotta work with these guys. Get these guys in the studio.
There's a diamond in here. You just gotta find it.
This guy. I like where this guy's going with this.
There's still some poor people out there who pledged money on Mighty Number 5. They're still waiting for their
Mighty
game.
Number 9?
Yeah, you know when you pledge,
you know what?
Like,
you're speaking to one of those people.
They promise you, but you only put like how much? I put
the minimum. I put $20.
So you were supposed to get what?
Just the game,
digital copy, a physical copy.
Yeah, I got my digital copy.
Okay, well, people. I mean, I don't know the details, but they get like art books and all. They're not getting that.
I know.
A dinner date.
I know someone who pitched $200 to get like the.
Who is this person? Is he in the group?
It's not a he.
Is she in
it's a she.
Gamers
you know who it is.
Is she in Gamers?
No, she's not.
Okay.
You know who it is.
All right.
But yeah. So a lot of people are probably disappointed by that game.
$200 for Mighty Number 5.
9.
Mighty Number 9.
He hates it so much he demoted the number.
I'm like, it's so bad I'm comparing it to Mambo Number 5.
Oh man.
We're all anime fans on prom night.
that commercial was so. I was like where you going with this commercial?
Like, okay,
who are you talking to?
It's funny because when I saw that trailer, I thought to myself, I was like, I ended up going to prom with a date, and I'm an anime fan, so I don't understand this.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Who is this for?
Who are they trying? They're trying to channel like Sega Genesis commercials, like circa 1993. That extreme marketing doesn't work anymore.
Genesis does.
So weird.
Don't.
You insulted everyone and no one at the same time.
Yeah, I was like, what? Like, okay. Like, yes.
All right. Well, I hope the game is good.
It's like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm glad I didn't pledge for this shit. And the interesting about the Nintendo, it was only focused on Switch. There wasn't any like 3DS reveals or anything.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because even when did they show Samus Returns or Metro?
That was on the Treehouse.
Wow. Yeah.
It honestly just feels like I don't want to say this because I said it about Metroid, but it just honestly seems like Nintendo's main focus was on the Switch, and kind of saying like, yeah, we're gonna tone it down on the 3DS, and this is what we're gonna be focusing on.
You have a problem with that?
No, I'm done with the 3DS.
Damn.
So what was the most memorable for Nintendo?
It's Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4.
Nintendo Switch. Oh, I mean, for me, of course, it was most memorable for me was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Not because I'm a Xeno fan, because I was shocked at the release date.
Is that
holiday 2017
for America? For us?
That was the American stream, so it'd be weird to show a release date if it's not meant for America. And I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. I'm like, this year?
They got Treyarch making this game or something.
That blew me away because I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it anyway. So it was cool, but I really thought that game was coming like 2018, 2019, but it was a holiday 2017. I was like, all right, well, I gotta buy a Switch now. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was my moment for me.
Yeah, when I saw that the screw attack S thing, I was just
screw attack.
I was just like, no way. And then I saw the 4, I was just like, oh fuck, like they did it, like god damn it.
Yeah,
there's Metroid 4 in development. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Do you like the Metroid Prime series?
Yeah, they were the one I had the most fun with was the Wii. Like I played the GameCube ones, enjoyed them, but when I played Echoes, I was just like, I had so much fun with that game. I actually ended up playing it ended up doing like 3 run-throughs.
Damn, I've never played Metroid Prime. Any of them.
They're fun, man. They're really.
I want to. I was hoping they would announce like an HD remaster. for the Switch, but maybe some other
No.
time.
You
I'm
know-
actually hyped for Mario Odyssey. That was like my game.
That's the
Oh,
other one.
yeah.
That looked good. That looked good. From what I saw, I was like, I'm feeling this game.
It's exactly what Mario needed
Yeah.
because he's been in that Mushroom Kingdom for so long. They all just look the same, and now you see him in like New York City, running around, doing levels in there. It's like not everything's all colorful and it's crazy, man.
And the internet needs to shut up about like the whole real people thing. You
Yeah.
heard about that? They're just like, oh, it looks so weird, Mario. Yeah, shut up.
Shut up.
Seriously? Like, who
Like,
cares?
the whole time when they were talking about Mario Odyssey, I thought they were saying New Dong City.
What is it?
New Donk City?
New
Oh,
Donk
okay.
New Donk City.
I thought they were saying
Either way, I would have
Dong.
believed it was
Dong.
I would have
I was
just
just
went
like-
along with it.
I was like, all right.
There's definitely a new dong at Nintendo making this game. This does not have Miyamoto's
No.
imprint on it. I don't even think he's working on this.
Miyamoto's just chilling, counting
Yeah.
Switch money.
He's like
Switch
still
money.
doing like press tours for what's that iOS game, Mario Run.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but Mario Odyssey looks good to me.
Yeah.
And then the core Pokemon game,
Oh.
which that was another moment for me because I remember when they announced a Pokemon Pokken tournament for Switch. I thought that was the Pokemon game they had for the Switch. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I guess that's it. But when they announced they're making an actual game, I was like, yeah, oh man, dude,
that
I'm
right
all over
there,
that.
that's how I feel that they're just not gonna focus anymore on the 3DS.
On the 3DS.
Because the next
Uh-huh.
Pokemon game for the 3DS is gonna be Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon,
Yeah.
which some people wanted. A lot of people apparently was expecting Diamond and Pearl to be remade. And
Dude, how many Pokemon remakes are they gonna make?
Well, they
Stop buying them.
They remade Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Wait, hold up. They remade Fire.
Oh no, sorry. They remade Red and Blue as
Okay,
Fire
there we
Red
go.
and Leaf
Yeah,
Green.
yeah. Because I was like, I thought those were remakes of Red.
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and then they made Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
That was a remake of Gold and Silver.
Yes.
Right?
And then
So what did people? What were the remake people? You said Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, because the
You
last
really need a remake of Diamond and Pearl?
exactly
Really?
because the last game, that was
Yeah.
no, that was for DS.
No, for DS, yeah.
But the last game that was remade was Ruby and Sapphire, as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
My God.
I think we're making Diamond and Pearl stupid.
Yeah, I don't. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. I mean, those games were fun. They had some really cool moments, but they don't need a remake.
Some Diamond and Pearl fan is crying right now.
A lot of them are crying. Right
How dare you say that? Are you kidding me? You didn't play Diamond and Pearl the way I played it. We didn't play the same game.
It was an experience. For
I
the
need
3DS.
I need an update of that game.
It's
Yeah,
like-
I don't know. God, man, Pokemon.
I'm
It's just-
surprised they didn't come out with Pokemon Crystal when they announced Pokemon Gold.
Oh yeah, right. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because they did it with red, blue, and yellow. So why
But-
didn't they do-
Oh no! Well,
But
the
Yellow
thing
came out here.
the thing is, Crystal came out here too.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm thinking of what am I thinking?
Well, because Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they added new things to the story, so it wasn't exactly the same. They kind of changed the little things from the Game Boy version. They weren't that big, but there were some changes to the story.
Why you don't think they brought in the Crystal when they brought in Gold and Silver?
Well, because
Because in Crystal the characters actually move, but not on Gold and Silver.
Wait. What was Gold and Silver announced
The
for?
Pokemon moves.
well, Gold and Silver were for the Game Boy. Crystal was
No,
just.
but I mean, what is because it's virtual console, right?
Oh yeah,
Virtual
yeah.
console on which platform?
Oh yes, the 3DS.
3DS.
I
Okay, so
that I forgot about.
so Crystal's gonna be for Switch. That's what's gonna happen.
Probably.
You know, they
Like
there's
that.
some kind of they're trying to cash in on this somehow.
Yeah.
They're gonna make you buy one for 3DS, and then they're gonna make you buy the other for like Switch or something.
Yeah.
Just like you had to buy a new 3DS just to play F-Zero.
And then they didn't even talk about the online service.
Oh, that's right. They didn't
It's
mention that.
delayed, right? They're delaying it.
Yeah.
so we can play Splatoon for free for the time being.
Yeah,
But that's right. They didn't mention that.
I feel like Nintendo just remembered that games should be fun, and that's what they did this time, and that's what the Switch is aiming for. Which
you heard it right here, guys.
just
Games should be fun.
it's gonna be fun, man.
Fun for everybody.
Not these.
I feel like, I mean, I don't want to go on this weird rant, but I feel like that's kind of happened in the industry because I remember the developers when they were talking about Final Fantasy VII. They said when they made it, it was just meant to be like silly. Like a lot of the stuff is just kind of just out there, you know what I mean? But now when you look at 7, it's so serious and melodramatic, and Cloud is so, you know what I mean? It was just kind of like, you just think about like the old games where it's like it has story, but it was just there, you know what I mean?
It was like that one weird.
That's Square being silly. 7.
It was like that one weird period.
No, you must not play 7 in a while. There's a lot of just random crap in that game. Like not silly.
Is that what you remember from the game? The random silly.
That's not what I remember. But what I'm saying is, if you compare 7 to Square now, it's kind of like there's things. Okay, there's things that if you put in a remake wouldn't make any sense. Like Red 13 dressing up as a sailor and getting away with it.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
He got away with it, all right. That dude got away with it. He made it all the way to the ending.
Or Hojo trying to make Red 13 and, you know what I mean? Just random crap. But
Cloud riding a dolphin.
Yeah, exactly. It just my point is, I'm not trying to say like, I'm just saying there were things.
Barrett being a father.
Barrett being a father. Oh man, he went there. Yeah, it just they didn't care. You know what I mean? That was the point I was trying to make. But
it's
yeah,
like,
it was just fun. That's what I was trying to say.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like that one time where we had the same protagonist of every game look the same, short hair, bald. It was like you had
Anglo-Saxon.
you had Infamous. You had
oh god,
Splinter Cell looking the same. Tim Drake ended up looking the same.
Too human.
Everybody just looked the same.
Oh my god, I feel like I shouldn't speak on this.
This is a sensitive topic, man. Do we need to go into this right now?
I should speak on this. Let me speak on it really quickly, okay? Because if I offend anybody, I feel like you got a problem with yourself, okay? All right. I this started with me with Xenosaga, and it went all the way into I'm talking about back then. It went into Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Okay, I remember the first time Xenosaga was announced. I was on the GameFAQ forums, and I remember all these people complaining, saying, "Oh my god, a female lead! I just can't imagine myself playing as a girl." I've been playing as a white dude all my. If I can imagine I'm a white dude, you can imagine you're a girl, okay? All right, or I can't imagine I'm a black. Like really, like your imagination. Really, you're in a world where it's like some blue lion man and Final Fantasy X, but imagining you're a girl is a stretch. Like, get out of here, man. I don't get that. Like, this is too much for your imagination.
I cannot relate with these characters at all. Where is Agent 47 and Kratos? That's what I beat off to when I play games.
You're a generic white dude every day. You gotta imagine that you're in a game. Like, come on, man. That's my speaker.
You're a generic white dude with a gun.
Yeah, with a gun.
That's not too far from your life already. Like, Jesus Christ.
I just don't know why people get these out. Like, I can't imagine I'm a woman. I can't imagine I'm a black dude. I can't imagine I'm
a spiky-haired amnesiac. Thanks a lot, Square. This again.
It's like, it's fucking hilarious because like most of my characters in World of Warcraft are like female, and same with Destiny. Like my two favorite characters in that game are female, and I don't even like the male models in Destiny. So it's just I'm not gonna fucking.
That's why my character in X was a female. Because did you see those male character models in Xeno was it Xenoblade? Chronicles?
Xenoblade X, Xenoblade Chronicles X.
They all look like Team America World Police like puppets or something.
Oh, Xenosaga, yeah, they definitely look like that in Xenosaga. All I'm saying is, if I can imagine I'm an Italian plumber You can imagine you're a chick in space. Okay, that's all I gotta say. All right.
It's like a hedgehog that runs really fast is okay,
You
but
can imagine you're a hedgehog, but a woman is or a
woman
black
is
dude is
too
too much for
much.
you. A blue hedge. Ah, God, Jesus Christ.
it's like
Yeah.
Well,
Jesus.
these are the same people who play Mass Effect, but they don't tweak the character design.
Yeah, right. It's too much. That's not me.
Like, I'm
It's not
Shepard.
me.
God damn it! I'm gonna keep this motherfucker default.
They're okay with playing a lizard in Skyrim,
Yeah, right.
but a black guy is just too much.
Oh, okay. This is gonna get too political, but it reminds me of like Star Trek. You have like I don't know. It was it Kirk. He'll get it on with like a blue chick, a alien chick, but then a black chick. That was controversial. Like,
Yeah, that was too much.
Really, like that's too much.
They actually like banned that episode like in the South. Like, yeah, they would not play that. They wouldn't play that episode like in some places. Dude.
There's some green chick with pointy ears from planet Nimburu, but
What kind of shit?
From the Lilac system.
but a black chick from Omaha is just too much for her. Oh, God, it's
What
just so
the
weird.
fuck is going on in this episode, Bobby Lee? And turn that shit off and put it back on Dukes of Hazzard or something. I'm trying to be enjoyed right now.
We
I'm
hung,
trying to
we,
escape.
we hung an American flag on the moon for a reason. God damn it!
Tell you one thing, that Confederate flag ain't never going down. That's history.
You can take your Lieutenant El Hora and take her back up Mississippi. Oh, man.
Your grandpappy didn't find the Civil War for this.
Spock better tuck them ears in. God.
It's okay. We have white friends, so we can clearly say this.
I don't even think it's about like just white people. It's just people who just complain. Like really, like
No,
that's your limit. Like there's a specific race you just
It's
can't.
so dumb.
They're just
it's the same people who complained about the episode 7 Star Wars with
Oh yeah,
Ray.
having a black stormtrooper.
Fucking
that's too much for you, huh?
You just keep that helmet on. Are you a stormtrooper? You keep that helmet on.
oh man. But overall, E3
Oh man, yeah, right. E3.
overall E3 was pretty lackluster. I'm pretty sure Sony is saving more stuff for either Gamescom or PlayStation
God.
Experience.
Oh god.
This is why I hate like these little. I mean, I'm not gonna say hate. You have like PAX East, PAX Prime,
PAX
Pa-
Prime.
GDC. It just gives developers another reason to hold back.
Yeah, that's true.
It used to be just E3 and TGS. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the two.
Yeah.
But now everybody.
If one game wasn't shown at E3 and we knew about it, it was gonna be at TGS. That was the case.
I feel like all these little events are even like drying up TGS because it gets to a point where like by the time TGS comes out, it's like they barely have anything to. I mean, it's Japanese games, but still like I don't know. It's just too spread out now. Like you're saying.
I blame PAX, but
Which packs?
Which one, man? East, West, North, South.
well, it's
Prime.
funny because when they just started, it was just PAX, just Penny Arcade Expo, and then
What the hell is Penny Arcade? Wasn't that like a comic strip?
it still is. It still is.
They were able to make a convention out of that.
Yeah, they made a convention, and now they have like 4 of them. And then Gamescom is.
I don't want to play a Fez.
if they have TwitchCon and what it's a YouTube convention, I forgot what it's called. Then
VidCon.
oh god, really?
One day we'll be there,
Yeah,
and then someone's gonna bring up this Star Trek comment we made.
It's like an episode 2
Bring
of
it
your
on.
podcast.
In episode 2, at the 45-minute mark, you mentioned.
Are we supposed to believe that black stormtroopers are supposed to keep their helmet on?
And is that your idea of a down south accent? Are you kidding me right now?
It's like, who cares? Would a person wearing a Genius shirt be saying that? I redact my question. Oh man.
And that was E3 in a nutshell right there. You better believe I was thinking about Star Trek and PAX Prime when I was watching these press conferences. So it's back to business as usual. What are you guys going to be playing like for the time being at this point?
Or what? Wait, should we talk about what we are playing and then also what we're gonna be playing, or is that what?
Yeah, I mean whatever you're playing at the moment.
Right now, I'm playing Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy IV. So just all Final Fantasy. I'm actually playing all three of those at the same time.
All right.
I'm back on Grand Theft Auto and back on Destiny. Just right now, I'm just playing Destiny just to have it feel like a nostalgic feel to it, even though it's not that far off.
Can you come on? You're really gonna use nostalgic for Destiny? It's not just you. I feel like that's happening these days. It's like a game would come out like 2 years ago. It's already like a classic nostalgic game. Jesus Christ, things just go too fast these days, I guess.
Like someone's listening to this and be like, "Damn, Destiny, he went there." Roots.
Never forget where you came from.
This guy knows his.
This guy's classically trained.
Oh man, it's like just to have that feel of that final hurrah, and I might pick up some other games that I missed out when I wasn't playing.
Missed out back in the day 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago. Near Berserk, the Mosu game, because just a fucking huge Berserk fan.
You're busy. You're playing a lot of games.
And then I'm finally gonna dip and swallow my pride and play Batman Telltale games.
Why do you say swallow your pride?
Because I've talked so much shit about those fucking games.
I wish you had the time for you. I want to hear but we'll save that for another one.
We'll save that for another one. Currently I'm playing Fire Emblem Echoes, and I'm trying to get back into Persona 5 because I will beat that game. I'm determined to. But that's gonna do it for us today for Gamers Who Hate Other Gamers. We're trying to come up with an official name for this podcast. You know, Gamers Who Hate Other Gamers is the group, but we want a name for the podcast itself. So if you have any ideas, participate in that Facebook group. I mean, we put you in there for a reason, motherfuckers.
You lurking ass motherfucker.
We see them views, but
you ain't too cool to laugh.
We see those 23 views. One comment. Mr. I don't listen to podcasts, but that beat was cool.
That sounds
we're
very
all
specific.
We're all in the same group, motherfucker. Right? This is a closed group, okay?
You think we'll let anybody in this motherfucker? So with that, peace out, everybody. Signing out. This is Jason.
This is David.
Very.
Gamers Who Hate Other Gamers.
If you love the hating, you love the gaming.
Peace.